welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. So let's get it on, shall we? Today we're going to do the Gran Agave. That is a 1 liter bottle, by the way, and it is rested. It is excuse me, hold on a second. It's 100% pure agave. It comes in at 40% alcohol by volume. 1 liter bottle. It is a reposado. Has been rested in American oak barrels. It doesn't say whether they're ex-bourbon or, ex-whiskey, but it just says American oak for 6 months. Not a whole lot to go off of on the back end here. So let's go ahead and get a pour on. I will be transparent about this one. This was a recommendation. I do believe it was a recommendation. I hope I didn't misunderstand what I was told about this. Maybe this was a no-no or a go-go. I can't quite remember which one it was that Travis had said. Was it a no-no or was it a go-go? So it is from Santa Lucia Distilleries in Mexico. I did pay under $20 out the door for this. Regularly, it goes for anywhere from $25 to $30, but the place I bought it at, I got special discounts for being, a top tier rewards member, functional alcoholic awards program. So take a look at this. It is a little bit of a dark, that looks like a really good gold, but let's take out Mr. Randy's whiskey color scale. Off camera, I'm going to nail this down. That's a little too large. What do you think? Pale brown. Congratulations, you are a pale brown. On the nose, I am getting artificial caramel flavoring. Not just color, flavoring. Now, I don't know. No, not 6 months. No, that's too dark for 6 months. Even though it is in Mexico, here in Texas, whiskeys can age faster and better than most other places because of our fluctuation in our temperatures and our seasons. Yeah, I definitely get artificial caramel flavoring. It wasn't apparent off the rip because, everything's pretty strong off the rip. I was hoping this would all mellow out. So if you're new to the channel, this is the first episode you're watching. I do a 3-part series when I do my reviews off the rip. When I get it home, crack it open, pour it in a glass, have my first impressions, share it with you because, gosh darn it, you're just awesome. Part 2, full review time. What we're doing today, I drink it down halfway, leave it in there for a week, 2 weeks. Destiny will decide. I come back from the internet with as little information as possible. We talk about it. Wouldn't take long, you'd think. Score it. Continue to drink it because part 3, final pour, all the way down here, thusly named, the final pour. We have it, compare it to the first rip, our first pour off the rip, and everything in between. So the nose does give me sweet, citrus, mint, pear, vanilla, oak. Yeah, sure. But the one thing that keeps keeps hitting me is that artificial caramel. It even smells. Now it's locked in. I'm locked in with this artificial caramel crap. Taking an acclimation pour. Yeah. We're going to just give it just a moment. I snuck a pour because it wasn't quite that rare, I snuck a little pour a couple days ago. And I'm like, yeah, no. Let's go ahead and get that second one on there and let's see how it shakes out. Yeah, I'm not going to give that viscosity much credit, considering that I know there is artificial color and artificial flavoring in this tequila. I'm going to have to start thinking that maybe he was saying this was a no-no and not a go-go. Because there was a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people were talking. We were starting to talk about additives and stuff like that. And maybe he was pointing to this and telling me this was an example of a no-no. On the palate, there is the sweetness. There's a little bit of a honey, but I think that is more of the artificial caramel flavoring and the vanilla, some and this stuff. But I'm thinking that these were definitely ex whiskey barrels. They may have been ex bourbon. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a mix. Maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe they just go with whatever shows up. I can't really say because ain't no one else saying anything. So I'm gonna get one more on this. I mean, yeah, no. The finish is blah. The finish is real blah. It is next to nothing. There's not a whole lot going on here in this bottle. It was cheap. It was under 19 out the under 19 out the door for 1 liter. I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't mixed this with tonic water, but I'm going to do that now after this video, of course, and I'll report back on that when it comes to the final pour. If you're set for that, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe, the heart, the follow. That way, as soon as I put these videos out, it comes right to you. Great for the channel analytics. Hold on. Let me get this finished and we'll go on. Yeah. I mean, I was hoping that the finish would pull something out, but it's barely anything there. It's a little more than the palate. But of course, you know, on the finish, we really worked that finish to maximize all the results. So I am getting some lips and some gums and some cheeks, but this is all very much well under a 1 out of 5. The tongue, relatively close to the same. Everything seems to be about a 1 on the finish with this. There was not this much on that last palating, I can tell you that much. A little bit better on the finish, about all I can say. I will report back on the final pour episode whether or not it's going to be any better in the tonic water. I would tell you right now that I would not mix this with ginger ale because they would make that way too sweet, like a very sickly sweet kind of deal. And I've had that before and I don't like it. I'm starting to like turn away from mixing things with ginger ale. If it has something that's a little bit lighter, a little bit crisper, it might go well with the ginger ale. But anything dark and sweeter is going to have to be in the tonic water to sort of blend it out, loosen it up a little bit. So it's time for a score. I'm not very enthusiastic about this one. Okay, so it's a 1 liter bottle for under 20 out the door. It's only 40%. There is something in this that is just not likable. And I'm believing it that it is the caramel coloring and the artificial caramel flavoring. That's just what it is to me. It's just unmistakable of what that tastes like because bad bourbons have it all the time. They try and give you that flavor and they try and give you that color and they artificially plug it in there and it ruins it. I would rather have the raw form and judge you off of that because now I'm judging you even worse because all the extra stuff you put in it that you didn't have to, you made it worse. But let's stay positive, shall we? I believe it'd be more pleasantly drinkable in tonic water, and it's under $20 for a whole liter, and it's relatively available in my area in most places. So there's a few pluses here. Not a whole lot of transparency. I'm sorry, I'm dribbling on. 10 and a half minutes. Let's go. My first score. I'm trying not to give it such a bad score. Week 3 out of 5. How about that? We'll just say week 3 out of 5. My fair price, not even close to $20. I wouldn't buy this again for $20. I probably wouldn't buy this again for $15. If this was more towards the $10 range, I might feel like this might be worth the pickup. But it is worth what I paid for it for the experience, my first experience. I will always say that much for any bottle for my first experience. I will pay almost anything that's asked for it. But be careful, because I might not come back. So there it is. Do me a favor in the comment section. Tell me where you're at, because I would really love to know what the world of libations is like around you in your area. Also tell me, have you tried the Gran Agave? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Find a better one.